Welcome back to Israelite Off-Grid Living. You're on the homestead, Kodesh Garden. Just showing you a picture of my organic harvest. Was there on the tree. So these are all organic planting. It's been a minute since I did a quick live. It's early in the morning here. The sun is about to rise over the horizon. Just got up and I grabbed this planting that I saw. So all organic, so I just use the opportunity to just show a little bit of what's going on. We have been continuing to make moves, continuing to get things done. Let's see what's happening. Oh, my chicken coop. I guess there's only one egg in the chicken nest, just for them to come back and lay an egg, lay more eggs. The most I will praise. I think my little thing here is a little bit shaky, but it is what it is. And look at this. Oh my, we planted this tree, this fruit tree. When from the seedling we planted the seed. This fruit has bear in about a year or less. It has bear fruit, its first fruit. We thank the Most High for that. So it's a pretty small tree. It's a jackfruit, so-called jackfruit. I think it's the biggest fruit here we have in Jamaica. The biggest natural fruit. So it's organic. And that's its first fruit in less than a year. I think God has been merciful. So I never anticipated to be here so early, but it shows the nature of careful planting. So that's awesome. We got our of course, papaya. More papaya beer here. Lots of more papayas. Welcome to a small live, quick live, showing you what's going on here on the homestead. It's funny. I've noticed something very interesting about these guavas. Look at these guavas. They're pretty big. And very interesting about these guavas. A quick story. When these guava trees started to grow, we didn't generally plant them. They grew themselves. And they tend to be there's like a sour. They were pretty sour when you planted them. Right? It was pretty sour. It's all organic fruit. But then, to our surprise, after many harvests, they started to become pretty sweet. So there's no more the sour. So it's become favorable for the parrots. The parrots are, the parakeets, the parrots, they love to eat guava. And I just pull this one off the tree. So I'm going to open it. You see what the inside looks like. See? That's what the inside looks like. Guava, natural organic. And it is sweet. Lots of health benefits for guava. I tell you that. So, you have made any guava jam. Just make guava jam. See, they're falling ripe off the tree. So that's the story behind that guava. Very sweet now. So, just showing you other stuff. Hey, this is the homestead. We got lots and lots of key limes. Lots. This tree, again, let's look at lots of lime. Lots of key lime here. I know it's pretty early in the morning for this live, but I'm done so in a minute. I don't want to leave my plantings for the chickens come, because I have my chickens waiting to be fed. They tend to always wait for me in the feeding area. Let me go give them some feed before they decide to turn on my planting. Let me give them some feeding before they decide. See, my rooster, that's the alpha rooster. me give them some feed. As they can be very stubborn. Let me give them some feed. As you can see. My dog is there. I don't know what he's pulling on there. He must have found something. A banana. So I found a banana. So there I'm feeding these chickens. They always wake up, they wait for me right here. Because they know where they get feed in the morning. So I have some roosters and some hens. Feeding these chickens. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to our early morning live. Let me go back. Just giving an update of what's going on the homestead. It's been quite a minute since we have done the live. These are my 2 dogs. I had 4 dogs and 2 passed away, unfortunately. It was very sad, even for us, that they were part of the family. So I was showing you all limes. See there? That's the lime. This tree came in, and within about 2 years. And now look at the bounty of key limes. And key limes are very healthy. Good health benefits in lime when you use lime to make, squeeze a lime in your water or whatnot, right? So we're going to continue, and these are herbal plants. See the bluebird vervain. We continue to make progress here on the homestead. See, I got one of my pineapple plants still here. One of my pineapple. And as I said, we only do organic here on the homestead. So whenever our friends or family in here comes by, if ever they ever get here, or when they do, whatever we eat here from the homestead will be organic. We don't do chemicals here. We don't spray with any herbicide. No Roundup, nothing here on this homestead. We cut our grass naturally. Well, we might use a machine, yes, but that's as far as it gets. Lots of fruits, see. I have not done a live in a long time. I've been just too busy. So many things going on. And here's another key lime tree we have here. When I think about fruit trees, you have to learn to remove some of these young branches that started to grow so they don't take away the energy from the tree. So we will prune these. We can prune these and remove them. So see my dogs, they always here with me. Always. As soon as we move, they are watching over us. So these are, I think you got to be careful of with key limes. They have some really sharp spikes. Look at these. And they're very prickly and sharp. So you got to always remember to deal with it properly. So you don't leave them around the yard because they do bore slippers. The slipper, they are very sharp. And they give a heavy sting if you step on this. So you want to put them away. These things that you remove good so that you don't fall into that area of it piercing your feet. Yep. So this is where you're at. I'll take a quick walk. I put away. I'm gonna check on the goats this morning. Take up this planting so the chickens don't get it this early and put it away. Yep. Put this planting away so the chickens doesn't get it. Because they are let me see what's going on with our goats. So, we're on the homestead again, it is much. You know, we got our orange tree. We have planted these orange trees, they haven't started bearing any fruit yet. So we're just watching them. You know, our coconuts that we planted a couple of years ago started to show signs of, you know, bringing in fruit. And of course, Jamaica's favorite food is the ackee. See? This is like a cheesy snack. So Jamaica love to eat ackee and codfish. So see, got quite a bit of those here on the homestead. So we appreciate much about what the Most High has done here. So I'll take a walk down. I will bring my dogs with me outside because, hey, stay, yeah, inside. Because people might be passing and don't want to have to cuff them. So let's see what these goats are up to. See what they are up to this morning. Of course, you know, we live totally off grid here. Here on the islands, we are off gridders. And it comes with a lot of work. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It does come with you know, careful planning and organizing. So this is the big Billy Goat Gruff. Yeah, the other goats over there. So he's here. Say hello, Billy. Say hello, Billy. It's a alpha male goat. So we tie them up because they can create a ruckus. Most of them are tied. I do have a couple of, I've tied the male recently and let go the females so they can roam and keep the stuff down. This is where we're at with this. I think you guys got tangled, eh? I don't know how you guys end up getting tangled here. So yep, these are the goats. One of them male I'm gonna have to put on the thing. Yeah, so here we are, here on the homestead. It's early morning. Excuse the camera for its little nagging. I don't have my selfie stick with me. I just thought to just have my camera in the hand. I didn't walk with my selfie stick, so bear with me. I just have to fix this young Billy goat that is, come on, I need to get him tied up because here he is. Just have to put him back on the leash. I don't want him making problems for the other goat. At least not yet, because they're not ready to go about their business yet. So I just want the time. So bear with me while I put these knot on. I haven't I mentioned I did walk with my selfie stick, so the video is a bit shaky. So this is live and raw, so you get it raw as it comes. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So this is the main mother. That's her. And her last baby. And this is her first and her baby. So they're there roaming the streets. So it's time for me to go get some work done now. The sun is rising, as you might see. See some light there? Sun is rising. When the sun get up on this mountain, it does get hot. Temperature, because we are high up on the elevation. We're high up on the elevation, so down. Yeah, so we had this is a major project we're working on here on the homestead. Yeah, we have recently brought this on our home standby. There's some settings that needs to be applied, I believe, so trying to work on that so it's coming fully functional, so it become fully functional. It is working now. You can start and run the house, but we're still working on that. So we continue to be thankful for being here, doing what we're doing. It seems something happened over here. It seems something pull away the banana. Somebody raided my banana. See? I knew something was wrong. They raided my banana. Here they are. They got some banana here. They got raided, Got raided by the animals. I see the banana going, I was like, where did that come from? So I guess it was raided by dogs. Could be the dogs who raided my few bananas. So, well, it's all good. They're part of their family. They're eating organic too as well. So, thanks again. I'm going to check out. I do have a few things to do. So, until next time, shalom, peace and blessings, and stay safe out there. I won't keep you on this live too long because, it does get busy here on the homestead, and I have quite a bit of things to do. Right, I do have quite a bit of things to do. So, well, quite a bit of things to do to get done. So that's what it is. I'm up. I'm running. That's what it is here on the homestead, on the Israelite off-grid living. So stay safe wherever you are. If you have just started this journey, there's definitely lots of benefit of this lifestyle. And we don't just live here off-grid, We, of course, you'd imagine that we have to generate income as well. So we do other things. We do other things. Probably that's why I've been kept so busy, doing other things and have things to get done. Being off-gridder, being an entrepreneur, we do. So we keep on planting and planting and planting. Right? So, it's pretty good. We appreciate all that is happening. It's a lot of work here. But I just want to say for anyone who is thinking of living off-grid, for anyone who is considering such a lifestyle, it has a lot of rewards and benefit, but it takes a lot of effort, because when you're off-grid, the person on the homestead are responsible for everything. There is no utility company to call. There is no one to You know, you have to be able to be your own technician. You have to be able to be your own support for, you know, the plumbing, the water, the electricity. You have to be your own technician for that. Sometimes you have to call in an expert, depends on the majorness of what you're doing, but it's just how it is. So I hear a lot of people, even women as well, by themselves, say they want to go live off grid somewhere in a remote village, but it does take some tenacity and a lot of physical effort, you know, a lot of physical effort. And while we are here and we are planting and we are doing a few things, we do have our businesses that we operate, you know, because we are business people. We do have our business, our official businesses that we do operate in the city and around the island, because we are here in the island of Jamaica for the time being, where the Most High has led us. And but we do have our businesses that we do operate. So, because we have to maintain sustainability and continue to create economic growth for our family and our children. So, um, we don't just sit here on the farm, just planting and eating, which is not a bad thing, but because of how things started, we continue in that manner. So it has been pretty well. It has not been without its challenges, I must say. Um, it definitely have its ups and downs being living off grid. You know, you eat better, your lifestyle's better, you breathe fresh air because we're here in the country, we're on this land, this piece of lot that we have, these acreage that we have, you know, no house has ever been built, really, like that. So it is it is nice to be, you know, and see, let me just flip around the camera a bit here. My dog they're just frolicking around. It's probably spot a mango there or something. It's a mango. He's just frolicking around, you know, in our backyard here. So yeah, the journey for off grid, we've been we're going on 5 years now. We're in our fifth year of off grid living. We're in our fifth year of off grid living, and there's much we have learned, and many things we would have done differently. So we do have that level of experience to share with person who might need some guidance, you know. And it's not just for here where we are in the islands, but also wherever you might desire to go. You know, community is a little bit at a distance, but community is very important. If you can have that community close enough by, close by or close enough to you, you know, because most things you really have to do yourself in an off-grid living. I had to learn plumbing that I've never really done before. You know, I know some of the little things technically, but I'm not an expert in any of the fields. But the Most High has been gracious and merciful. So off-gridding is not for the weak of heart. I know I'm a part of groups, community groups online. Where many times I hear lots of people say, I want to go off grid, doing this, doing that. It's not for the faint of heart. You have to be ready to expect the unexpected. You know, especially living off solar or any other alternate power source. It is for people who chose this lifestyle to know that, hey, we are going to be self-sufficient. Yeah, we are going to be self-sufficient. And here under this tree is cool in the morning. We got a little breeze. And, you know, I never thought this life would have been this long, but But I wanted to show you what's happening on the homestead. It's been quite a minute. And yesterday was the rest. We rested. Because one of the things that we employ in our life is the way of the Most High. That we are not to we're working 7 days of survival work, but our bodies need rest. So we do rest. We do try to get our best in resting and refreshing our minds because our bodies work and our mind work for 6 days. So in obedience, we rest on 7. So yeah, this is what it is. We appreciate you have stopped by and have checked out our life, regardless of how short it is. But this video shall be up and you'll be able to see what's going on. So yeah, there it is. I mean, it's not necessarily about me, it's about what we're doing. It's all about what we're doing. It's about what we are, we are planting a lot of trees, a lot of fruit trees. So we can have more sustainability and good eating. So when you watch the animals in their habitat in nature, you tend to see, and you can learn a lot too how nature is. So yeah, we are thankful. We are thankful for this day. It is the first day of the week, very early in the morning here in the homestead in the mountains. For those who don't know, we left the city and came to live away from it. But we continue to have access to the city because we do have to do our business. So we do have access to the city and we do have to visit it from time to time, or not just time to time, but in frequency. So come boys, come. Yes, one of my dogs, and here's the other one. This one is not too friendly, He's a little bit standoffish, but this one is a little more friendly. Okay, boys, lay down. Yeah, those are the. Hey, stop it. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to check out. It's almost 30 minutes since I've been chatting. So with that, I'll check out, and Father willing, we'll see you in our life at some point to be. Stay safe out there and shalom.